You're welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I'll be taking you through the process of sewing this particular design by Classic Diane. So stay tuned and enjoy it. If you find it useful, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. So without wasting much time, let's dive into the tutorials. Alright, so you're welcome to the sewing process of this video. I have already transferred the pattern to the fabric and this is what we have, and I went ahead to add light wording to it, and I added to both the front piece and the back piece. Then this is the front piece, so I'm going to join this is the center front. I'm going to join the center back to it, the side back rather. This is the side back, and I'm going to add it to it this way. After I must have joined the front, then I'll do the same thing to the other side. Then on this part I'll add the center back to it, and that is it. So I'm going to go to my sewing machine and do the same thing. I cut out lining, and on the lining I added wording to it. Then towards this area you can add collar stay to give it a bit of strength, to make it very stiff. Okay, this area. Okay, so let me go ahead and join mine and let you see the final result. Then for this cup area, I'm using this pattern for it. So instead of using this, I decided to go ahead and use this. I actually notched some areas, so it's going this way. So let me take it to my sewing machine and stitch, then I'll get back to you. Alright, so after stitching, this is what we have, as you can see. Then this is the lining. It's exactly the same thing as the main fabric. So what I'm going to do now is that I'm going to mark line for my boning. So I'm going to start from here where the cup is going to end. Okay, so I'm going to take it 1 inch away from there. When I get to this place, I'm going to stop. Then I'm going to attach another boning. Then on this area under my bust, I'm going to add regling boning all the way to this downside. The same goes with this one and all the edges. Okay, so do well and add your regling boning. Then once you are done with that, I'll show you the next step. Alright, so after adding boning to the lining, this is what we have. The next thing I'm going to do is to work on this part. So I'm going to get the lining and join it, right side facing each other. So I'm going to stitch on these two parts. You can add hemming gum to the end so that when you press it, it will relax better. So I'm going to stitch it and stop somewhere here. I'm going to end this one somewhere here, then end this one somewhere here, so I can be able to flip it inside out. Alright, so after joining it, the next thing I'm going to do is to flip it to the right side from this opening here. Alright, so after turning, this is what we have. You can insert your already made cup through this opening, and at the end of the day you close it up. Alright, so after ironing, this is what we have. If you have cup, go ahead and insert your cup to give it very nice structure. So at this point, I'm going to align this line together in order to form a cup. So I'm going to start with the midpoint. Then there is a place where I marked, that's the starting point. So I'm going to pin it all the way down to this point. Then after that, I'm going to take it to my sewing machine and stitch. Then I'll get back to you. So this is it. After fixing, this is what we have. So I'll put a clip to show you another method of fixing this. All right, so as soon as I'm done, I'll get this other one, the lining, and attach to it. So I'm going to put this inside and I'm going to line it this way. Okay, so I'm going to stitch all the way to the back. Then I'm going to use hemming gum so that when I'm pressing it, it will just relax with the help of the gum. Then I'm going to take this one over to this side, okay, just like this. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing. Then before I get to the back, I'll just measure my shoulder, my armhole from the front to the back. Though I've measured mine and I marked, so I'm going to fix it this way, then use the lining to cover it up. So I'm going to stitch it this way. Then once I'm done with that, I'll go over to the hem and I'll stitch just like that. So I'm going to follow exactly this pattern. Then once I'm done, I'll get back to you. Alright, so at this point I'm done adding lining to it, and I went ahead to notch all the areas so that when I flip it over to the right side, I won't have difficulties. Alright, so through this part I'm going to open it. So gently reveal the right side. So I'm going to do that off camera, then I'll show you what it looks like. Alright, so after revealing the right side of the fabric, this is what it looks like. So I went ahead to iron it, as you can see. Alright, so the next thing is to insert my zipper. So I'm going to do that off camera, and that's it. So I will advise you should use the same color of fabric for your lining so that it will make your work neater. Alright, so I think that's it for this training. Then you can also go ahead and insert already made bra cup, so it will, you know, lift your boobs to an extent. So I think that is it for this training. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate you. Alright, so this is the process she used in achieving hers. So it's more like another method of making this particular outfit. So if you find it helpful, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Bye.